Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in here tonight. This is a follow-up video to a previous video called What Do These Coins Have in Common? And so what this is the grading results from PCGS on quite a few coins I had sent in here recently. And we're starting with this 81 Carson City. And bear with me because this probably will be kind of a long video. I have quite a bit to go through here, but what I kind of want to talk about is, first of all, that is a stunning reverse. I mean, look at that coin. It's so frosty, so proof-like, you know, almost black and white. It almost has that dimple look to it. But unfortunately, grade reveal, MS61. So in my mind, I suppose the obverse just does not have quite enough reflectivity to be a proof-like coin, and I'm going to guess that that's why PCGS did not designate it as such. But I would also guess that if this coin were sent to NGC, it would at least get a star grade. So anyway, there's the 81 Carson City MS61. They did label it the GSA. I did not have this holdered in the actual GSA, but pretty darn nice Carson City dollar there. Now we'll move on to the next one. Here's the 1878 8 tail feather, and I did have this one attributed. It's a Hot 50 VAM 20 double date, and we're going to zoom in on that. I'll note right now that I had already listed this one. The 81 Carson City is also listed on my eBay page, but I had already listed this one, and it sold within 24 hours of listing. So we're going to zoom in real tight on this and take a look at that doubling on the date. And I don't know if I mentioned this before when I showed it raw. You can really see it on the 1 very plainly on the edge at 8. There's also a lot of doubling in the stars, and then also in Liberty in the hair, which is kind of hard to see in this video. But if you look at it with a loop, you can definitely see it. I'll try to get the right angles on this so you may be able to see it or not. But anyway, this one came back MS63. This is a really nice 63, guys. And it's, you know, I had hoped maybe it would catch a 4 and had a very outside shot at a 5. But now that I see it in the holder, it's definitely a 3. I don't have any disagreement with that. But it's a very nice 3. We'll zoom back in here as well on that 8 tail feather so you can see that. And I just think this is an overall very nice first year Morgan, first year Philadelphia, reasonably well struck, although you can see some rounding in the wreath right in here specifically, where the dies had just started to wear down, because, you know, you do find a few of these that are proof-like or even dimple. But no objections to this coin whatsoever. That's a beautiful 63. And the gentleman that bought it, that this will be shipping out to Monday morning, should be pretty darn happy with this coin. It's very nice. And I made a mistake. I had not looked up the value of a VAM 20, and I just listed it as a regular 8TF and 63. And so there's about a $200 difference according to PCGS value, retail value, on just a regular 63 and a VAM 20 Hot 50. So I guess I lost, he won, whatever. He's getting a great coin at a great value, and that's all right because I still come out a little bit ahead on that coin, and I'm happy with it. Here's the next one. This is a 79S, came back 63. I was hoping for a 4 on this one also, but 63 is okay. I mean, it is a little chattered up. I thought maybe they'd give me a little bonus just because of the toning. It's got a nice true view with it. No PL action on this 79S. I know a lot of them come with the PL. Just a tiny bit of perimeter tone on the reverse there. But overall, just a very pleasing coin. Nice 63. I have not yet listed this coin, but it probably will get listed on my eBay page, maybe even tonight, and we'll go from there. Next on the list, I had this one attributed as well, and I really thought this was an UNC coin. I thought MS61, MS62, they call it AU58, VAM 41C clashed obverse, and they're calling it a weak 7/4. And that's very interesting to me because, and granted, it's got some dark toning and stuff. This sat in a Wait Raymond album for a long time. And again, I think a case could be made for this to be an UNC coin, but I'm not going to sit here and say that I know better than PCGS. This one will absolutely get listed here soon. I would imagine this will be great for an everyman's set coin, and especially with the VAM and the attribution. But let's take a look as tight as I can on that, and you can see some of that metal kind of sticking out underneath there. I don't know if you can see it or not. You can definitely see it with a loop, but I guess it's just not quite coming through on the video. But anyway, decent coin there. It was, within a grade or two of what I thought it was, so no big deal. That's what it is. Next on the list, here's an 81S. This one came back 64, and I always loved this coin. Look at that, guys. And you got to get at the right angles to see it, and granted, you have to have the light just right to really see all that toning. But this thing dances. I mean, and granted, 81S's do dance. They just come that way. And I thought maybe it had an outside chance at PL, but the toning on the reverse really holds back, I think, this coin from even a higher grade, because it almost becomes mottled and muddy. But there's a ton of color underneath there. That's a very, very cool coin. You have to appreciate it for what it is, and not all of them just have those super bright, shiny colors that you see on some of the monster toners, but it's pretty cool, and it definitely has that classic 81S reflectivity and shine and luster, but it's definitely got a lot of toning as well. Let me zoom it just back out just a touch so you can kind of see it from a little bit further angle. Just a good coin overall. I'm glad to see it in a 64. Again, thought this had a shot at gem, thought it had a shot at PL, not quite. And again, I think that's because the tone itself just held it back from a little bit of a higher grade. The next coin was the biggest disappointment, and I'll just go straight into it. Wah, wah, wah. I really thought that this coin here had a shot at 64, maybe even a 4+ because of the toning. Now, most of you guys would say, I don't know, 63. But a 24S with that kind of hair detail, I mean, it's really well struck. And wait till you see the reverse of this coin. But I mean, like, what a coin, guys. And to see that in a details holder is it's just so disappointing. You see spot removed, right? Like, please find me. I mean, maybe right here across her hair, I guess. The forehead, I'm not sure. I really don't know. I don't know what they were looking at on this. I really thought this was a solid coin all day. To see it in this holder just totally hurts, because that's a difference. I mean, look at the strike. You guys that are piece dollar collectors, go find another 24S with that much detail in the eagle. I mean, it's so hard to find a 24S looking like this, and the toning on this, it's got some rainbow in multiple spots on the reverse, just so well struck for a 24 for a San Francisco mint coin. And unfortunately, UNC details spot removed. Now, I will say I'm still going to ask a premium for this coin, and I won't sell it at a low price. It's just way too nice of a coin, way too good of a coin to let go, and I'll list it eventually, but it's way too good of a coin with just way too cool a toning. And it looks like she's got a mask there. You can see the luster popping through there. There is nothing wrong with this coin whatsoever. And frankly, I think perhaps it needs a shot at another grading company, or I don't know, maybe Annex or NGC. Just what a disappointment on that one. So anyway, yeah, that one hurt a lot. That's a lot of value lost in a really nice coin. But we'll keep moving forward here. So here's my mistake from the last video. I said it was a 1921. It's a 1920 Pilgrim, and I expected like AU50, AU55, XF45 is okay. They know these commemoratives much better than I do. They've seen so many more of them than I have. But what I love about this coin, it's just so original, and it's got such a good look, nice and dark, but yet, you know, when we get to the reverse here, you can see that luster still in there. It definitely has a bit more luster on the reverse than the obverse, and I believe that's mainly because of the relief of the reverse here, and it holds a lot of that luster down in there, and especially in the ship's sails. So they're the kind of the lowest points in maybe in some of the waves there and whatnot. But that's still a great coin, and I'm definitely going to be looking for better value than an XF45 value on this one, where I just will simply hold on to it, because I gotta say, that's just a good looking coin, just totally original and very, very cool. We'll keep going. So this is the very first 1948 that PCGS has graded AU58 plus. So talking about the everyman sets, this one I hope will maybe also fetch a premium between the tone and the look of it. And I had said this is my chance coin. I thought this had a shot at UNC MS60. So I mean, I was a half a point, literally a half a point away. And it's clearly a full bell line coin, but again, you can't attribute it that way unless it's uncirculated. So they didn't attribute it that way. But it's kind of orange, kind of gold, just a really cool coin, and the only one that exists in PCGS at AU58 plus. And I gotta say, I don't know why there's no true view on this, or at least not on the label. There is a true view for this coin, but for whatever reason, it doesn't have the right sticker. I didn't even notice that until right now in this video. So that's something I'm gonna have to take a look at or resolve with PCGS. This 49, I really was certain that this was an uncirculated coin. I actually thought this had a shot at a reasonably high grade, although the luster is a little subdued, and I don't know. Now seeing it this close in the video, maybe I get what they're saying, but I really thought this was an MS coin, and again, this is one with full bell lines. There's no question about it. But another one that may go for an everyman set. I don't know. That one was a little bit, I don't know what the right word is, a little bit disappointing and a little bit head scratching. I'll just say it that way. I saw something different in that coin than PCGS did. This one is a purple beauty, and it's really hard to see in this video. Let me try to back this back out. And again, I said this was going to be a long video because I have a lot of coins to go through. So thank you for bearing with me. This one kind of lost. It really loses that color in the holder. It's really hard to see. But again, another AU58, one that I thought was at least an MS60, MS62 coin. Great color, probably a full bell line coin there. Ultra original, super cool color. I don't know. They saw something different than I did, I guess. And that's why they're the pros, and that's why I had them graded, to find out. This one is so cool. MS64, glad to see it in that holder. I was hoping for a 65. There's all the monster colors of the rainbow there, guys. It's got the money colors in the green. That one, if I list it, will go at an absolute premium. I'm not letting this coin go light at all. Beautiful blast white obverse on this one. Nice luster, a little chippy. And this one I did have holdered reverse up, obviously because of that tone. Let me back out of it so you can see it just from a distance and see that luster. It almost goes black at certain angles, and then the colors just start popping. Next one we're going to look at here is a 1955. I said this one is at least a 65, had a shot at 66. They felt the same way. That's the key date of the series, I guess. Not comparable to like a 52S with full bell lines, but again, a 55 and 66, we're starting to get up there. Not huge value, but when I sent this coin, I thought, boy, this really does have shot at 66. And when you see it in the right light, it's just got some beautiful color to it. Again, an ultra original, very flashy, real nice coin, and mighty, mighty clean. Good coin overall there. I'm real happy with that one. We got 4 to go, guys. Here's a 56. That one came back 64, full bell line, nice rainbow tone. I won't stay too long on this one. Just an overall pretty coin, obverse and reverse. You can see the full bells down in there. Although I thought this actually had a little bit weaker strike than some of the other coins that I had sent. But I'm glad to see it in a full bell line holder, even though the value is not all that high. Same with this one here, this 57, which is absolutely gorgeous colors. They call a 63. I mean, yeah, because all 63s look that nice, I guess. I missed the mark on that one. I thought this had a shot at 5, especially with all that rainbow toning and everything. You guys tell me what you think in the comments. There's not a lot of chippiness on it. It's not a lot. It's not chewed up. I'm really surprised to see this in a 3. So, but they grade them. I don't. I just own them for now. The last Franklin is this one, and this is the one that I was so happy to see get straight graded. You can see here, I'll back it back out for a second. You can almost see it at a side angle where it looks like it almost had like a tape tone to it. It wasn't quite a tape tone, but boy, oh man. So obviously this coin in a straight graded holder, I don't even care if it's gem or not, in a 64 with those kind of colors, it's going to take a really strong offer to get this one out of my hands if anybody wants to try to buy this coin from me. But it will be for sale. I have not listed it yet, but it's going to get listed. What a pretty coin. And I have not seen another Franklin with that kind of just neon light toning, and man, it lights up. Last but not least is this one, and I already did a video on it, so you can check out the other video, but that's the last one I sent. MS67 red. This is the close AM variety. It's not the wide AM variety. Not that that really matters, because ultimately there are only 18 of these graded higher at PCGS. So MS67 red, I'm very happy about that. This one did go through their restoration, and they managed to get rid of a few of the spots, or just at least lighten the spots. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that MS67 red. So anyway, guys, look for me on eBay, JEFCAR_8216. Look for me on there, and maybe if anybody's interested in any of these coins, if you don't find it on my eBay, please leave a note on this video, and I'll be happy to try to work something out with you. And we'll finish with just one more look at this guy. And thanks for watching. God bless. Take good care.